Berlin, 1989.
Winfried Freudenberg, The Last Flight Berlin, 1989. A city severed by a cold, concrete scar known as the Berlin Wall. While the rest of the world felt the first winds of change, for those in the East, the wall remained an impassable prison. But for one man, Winfried Freudenberg, the cage was about to be challenged.
We have to cross here.
From above.
The tunnel starts behind the boiler room.
In the shadows of a modest apartment, Winfried and his wife Sabine began an impossible task. They didn't have a plane. They didn't have a boat. They had scraps of fabric, industrial tape, and a desperate dream. Night after night, in a cramped, hidden basement, the rattle of a sewing machine echoed their fear of the Stasi. They were stitching together more than just cloth. They were stitching a path to a new life. On the freezing night of March 8th, the time for secrets was over. They moved the heavy bundle through the deserted streets like ghosts. Under the cold moonlight, the balloon began to breathe. Gas filled the fabric.
Over here,
and
quickly.
a majestic,
Help me with this
fragile
side.
giant
I think I saw
rose
something
from
by the
earth.
fence.
Then came the hardest part, the goodbye. A final embrace, a tearful gaze, and Winfried stepped onto the simple wooden bar. As the ropes were cut, gravity vanished. He was no longer a subject of the state. He was a traveler of the sky. He rose higher into the star-studded night. Below him, the most dangerous border in the world, the death strip, looked like a harmless line of light. Searchlights scanned the clouds, but the wind carried him past the guards. At 2,000 meters, the air turned deadly cold. Ice crystals formed on his skin, but his heart burned for freedom. Then, the dream began to tear. Under the extreme pressure, a seam failed. The hissing sound of escaping gas was the sound of fate turning. As the balloon plummeted toward the vibrant neon lights of West Berlin, Winfried fought the ropes with frozen hands. He was so close. Freedom was right beneath his feet, but the earth was rushing up to meet him, far too fast. The morning light revealed a tragic scene in a quiet West Berlin garden. A crumpled heap of gray fabric, the wreckage of a dream. Winfried Freudenberg had reached the West, but he would never walk its streets. He was the last person to die trying to cross that wall. Just 8 months later, the Berlin Wall fell. Winfried was a hero who saw the end of an era from the clouds. A man who paid the ultimate price to be free, if only for a few hours in the sky.